Keep going.
It's your turn, Mama.
No, I'm the police officer. I'm gonna get you. You better slow down.
Oh, you can't catch me now.
Oh shit. You alright, buddy? On our way home from this long, wonderful drive to get some race car parts. I'm not gonna tell what we got. Alright guys, or women, I don't know if you're watching, a little refreshment here. Alright, so we're going to show you what we went and picked up this weekend. It was a long drive. Ugh. I need to get used to it, because if we end up traveling far out to go racing, unless I just hire somebody to drive for me, and I don't have that kind of money. So anyways, we went to Rushville, Indiana, got some race car parts. There's probably going to be, you probably are going to see the road trip and stuff. I don't know how I'm going to put the video together. Anyways, long drive, but we made it back, and I was going to shoot a video as soon as I got home, or the next day, but I was just beat. I was just wore out. I had a lot of stuff going on and I was doing. So I was like, no, I'll just wait and get to it, you know, whenever I can get to it. So I'm going to show you what we got. I got a super good deal on this stuff. Dude, I've been looking for these kind of parts for a long time, especially what goes on the motor that I'm going to show you. But anyways, I got a really good deal, and it had to be a good deal if I was going to be 10 hours on the road in one day. But we made it back about 6:30 or so Saturday night, and it just sucks because I wasted a whole day driving to go get race car parts. But at the same time, I told myself, hey, this is like kind of a deal of a lifetime. You're not going to find this stuff this cheap. And if you know, you know. A K member. It's the Bear K member. It doesn't have the A-arms with it, but it's a start. I mean, these things, and it's UMI. I mean, like I said, it's a start. It's not going in the car right now. It's probably going to be a next year kind of deal. That's all right, but at least I've got it, and that gives me time to get the A-arms that go with it. But a good thing is, I mean, it's brand new. I mean, it's never been in a car. It's just been sitting in a box. The guy got the car and sold the car, and I don't know why these parts didn't go with it, but I'm glad they didn't, because now they're in my hands. And what I'd really been wanting was a set of headers. These are Hooker's Super Comp big block Chevy headers for a 3rd gen Camaro or Trans Am big block swap. Very expensive. The painted ones run about, well, I couldn't tell you now because it's been a while since I looked. I'm not worried about my paint job, guys. It's alright. The painted ones are about $650, $700 maybe, off Jegs or Summit or whatever. These are stainless, and these things roll for like pretty much $1,000. It's an 1 7/8 on the primaries. I want a 2-inch or 2 1/4. I haven't really talked about what the motor setup is in the car. It's a big block. 454, bored 40 over, so that makes it 462, I believe. The cam, it's a solid roller setup. I'm not really worried about telling the cam specs, which is not really a big deal, but we might get into that later on in the future. The oil pan, I was test fitting that. My dad had said that he'd done his research, and he ordered the oil pan for it, or 71 Chevelle oil pan for it. So I test fitted in there, and it's got good clearance. It doesn't hang below the member down there, so that's good. It has plenty of room. I was actually surprised, honestly, but the motor has to come back out. Like I said, I was just kind of, you know, test fitting and just mocking everything up and seeing where we were at. So the next step would probably be, the next step's probably going to be messing with this motor and trying to change the pistons out. After that, pretty much everything else can come together. I've already got rockers and everything for it. All that good stuff. Just the little tiny stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. I really wasn't planning on throwing this in the video, but I was like, look, nobody even knows what size motor we're putting in the car. I don't think I've mentioned it. So I was like, let's let them know. And maybe that'll pull some more people in and be more interested, because it's not very often that you see a big block swap, especially on YouTube, a full build a big block swap third gen Camaro. Most of it's like twin turbo LS stuff, and which I ain't gonna lie, we may end up getting in that stuff later on, depending on how it goes. But right now, this is what I've got, and this is what I've been building and working with. So I mean, I've changed enough and put myself behind, and I just can't do it anymore. If I'm sure some of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh man, those valve covers look good." Yep, we've got our logo on there. And we've got the American flag on there because we're bald eagled. But those were actually done by a buddy of mine, Ethan Kohler, Cerakoting. Kohler Cerakoting. He does all kinds of really, really awesome work. I'll try to tag him, his Facebook page, into the video. You guys, I mean, he does guns, he does car parts. I mean, he does it all. He is very smart, very knowledgeable on all this kind of stuff. He's good at what he does. I mean, he went beyond and above whenever he'd done these valve covers. He knew what I was wanting to do, and here it is. I mean, we're going for it, and you know, I'm glad that he gets to be a part of this as well. Anything else I need done custom made like that, he's definitely got my business. Anyways, guys, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna wrap this video up and probably start editing either tonight or start working on it tomorrow and get another post up. But try to get some wiring done, get some content on that, and see how it goes. Appreciate it, guys.